Alrighty, today I have a quick mining video for you guys to help you decide what you should mine, where you should mine, and when you should mine. This is going to be a simple one, like previous videos, but hopefully this one is going to be accessible and helpful to the new player and the veteran alike. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to calculate your mining income that does not require a lot of brain power because we all know we don't like to use it when we don't have to. So without further ado, we have an example here. We have our buddy, a Hulk. I got a lot of these boys. They mine a lot. Out in Nullsec, they mine between 50 and 60 M3 per second. So there's a statistic here on your ship, or per second, that is calculated. EVE Online does this for you, and when you're in space under boost, you also get a calculated estimate when you hover over it in space. I'm not going to just undock my Rockwell, siege it, and show you guys the boosts and all that with the Rockwell because that puts it in risk needlessly. But I will tell you that my ore per second for this laser is 54 with my Rockwell boosts. Could be more because I'm missing a skill. But out in high sec, you can get up to like 52 something with the thing with the Orca and the 10% in an Enicom system, and I don't remember what all the max numbers are. But for you to figure out how much you're making, all you need to know is that number, because that's the only number that actually matters when you're mining. Is the ore per second, and then keeping the lasers on is all that matters. Anyways, there is a way to figure out how much your ship mines per hour very quickly and easily. You take this number, you open up a calculator, and you're going to take this number, and we're going to use 50 for an example. We'll say that we're mining 50 M3 per second. You multiply this by 2 because you have 2 lasers. So you're making 100 M3 ore per second. You multiply it by 60, you're making 6,000 M3 ore per minute. And you multiply it by 60 one more time, and now you're making 360,000 ore per hour. Rocket science, right? Amazing, super in-depth, high-level content here, boys. But this is how much ore you make per hour. Now, this alone isn't very valuable information unless you know how much the ore is worth. And for that, we have this fancy website called Ore Celeste. And I got to make sure that I'm capturing this right. And this website will be linked down below. And it has, by default, I put in my numbers here because I was doing things, how valuable the ore is per M3. So knowing the value of the ore per M3 is super helpful. I probably should have done this earlier. But knowing how valuable the ore per M3 is super helpful, and you can kind of figure out like what's the best here. But even better, what you can do is you can type in, instead of the amount being here, you can type in your refining yield. You can get better than 86, but that's what I get out here in nullsec. If you're in high sec, I believe 74 is perfect. But once you know your number, you can type this number in here. You go 360.123, and then magically, it spits out how much ISK per hour you make while mining in that ship at that rate over an hour, assuming you keep your lasers on and actually mine it, which is super helpful for deciding, if you want to mine the Spudmium or the Nis or the Mercoxit or the Bistot. It just tells you what the ores are worth per hour, and it's super helpful. And depending on your skills and implants, it'll vary a little bit. But here we're giving Mercoxit about 380 million ISK an hour per pilot, which is insane. You don't really get that much, but you get damn close to it because you can't keep Mercoxit lasers on all the time. It's really difficult. But say you're in something that you can keep on And for example, you're mining a giant rock of Veldspar, you're making 39 million ISK an hour mining Veldspar at 50 M3 per second, which is kind of nice. And then we go to Moonors, same thing. You're going to type in the 360,000 into 3, and it will calculate that you make, if you get some Mesnazine, you're making 300 million ISK an hour. And then if you get it shining, so a jackpot moon, you're making 500 million ISK per hour mining in a Hulk. Tell me miners don't make money, man. Like, do it. Do it. Comment below. I know you guys want to comment below. Nika says miners make a lot of money. So there's that. But more commonly, you're going to get like some R16 or something, and you're going to make like 850 or 85 million ISK an hour per pilot. You get a jackpot moon. Like, it just gets so much better. But yeah, that's it. For ice, you can do the same thing, except you have to take 3 zeros off because it's in the little note here how it's calculated is per brick. So you have to divide by 1,000. So I get 360. And I'll tell you how much ISK you make mining certain ice. Out here in Nullsec, the reality is I make this much because that's what I can mine a lot of. I do get some Gladius, Dark Glitter, and Crystallios for the higher ISK per hour, but we're not allowed to cherry pick where I live. Cherry picking is for scrubs. You want to roll your entire anomaly, and if you cherry pick, you're going to be frowned upon a lot. So don't cherry pick, boys. Yeah, that's what it is. People don't really mind if you cherry pick moons, but because you mine the valuable stuff first and you work your way down. But this website gives you an excellent way, combined with your ISK per minute, in order to calculate how much ISK you make per hour with a single miner. And you can do the rest of your calculations of what you need to do to figure out how much ISK you're actually making. And then, I mean, selling's a whole nother story. But this will hopefully help you guys with deciding how much mining is worth. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. A link to this website will be in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe in the comments. Tell me if you like this video. Hopefully I made it slightly entertaining when it's just talking about simple numbers. But fly fun, continue bringing each other up, and I will see you guys in the next one.